How about a 1981 Fleer baseball cards vending box today? I've never done one of these. 1981 Fleer, there is some coding to these. It's not like a regular Topps box, vending box. I mean, you're still going to get 500 cards in it, but they will have a number on them, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So if you buy all 4, then you're guaranteed, I believe, to be able to create a whole set. Might be 2 sets, I don't know. But we bought one straight out of a case. It's package order number 4. So we're going to see what we get out of this deal. So we got Baines, we got Gibson, we got Fernando's rookie. That's very bizarre that there's cards in the back of it. That's kind of strange. So I know where I got this. I trust who I got this from. But we got some cards. There's Amos Otis. He played for my Royals. But we got some cards back here in the back that look a little suspect and janky, to be honest with you. So I don't know if maybe they're extras to the 500 or if this is normal for a Fleer vending box. So I'm 90-ish% sure that this one's not been gone through, but let's take a look. How about some damage cards to start it off with? Rob Wolfong, Dennis Leonard, and these things are, there's Al Bunbury, and these things are terrible. The center is actually good on that one. Len Barker. We're going to get 500. You know what? I might count them just to see, but I've never seen a vending box that would have those over to the side. But anyway, we didn't pay much for it, so we're going to go through it anyway and see what we can come up with. See if maybe we can't find something that's good enough to send off to a little minor vacation to PSA. Already seeing the center on these cards, and the corners actually look pretty darn good for 1981 Fleer. You also have like the Nolan Ryan card and the Ricky card out of this set that's got a little value to it. There's Steve Garvey. That's not terrible. I have to make another stack over here to the side of me. Rance Mulkins, he did play for my Royals. See what we can get into. There's Earl Weaver. There's Lou Whitaker. That's also not a bad card in the set for 81 Fleer. Like I said, we're not going to get all of them in this one, but let's see what we can get into. Lee May, Dan Petrie. There's Tony Perez. I'm probably missing. There's my favorite new name, John Wookenfuss. Got to keep John Wookenfuss out. Have to get me a John Wookenfuss rookie card one of these days. There's Don Baylor. Will not find my buddy Daryl in here. He was a few years too early. Okay, are we already starting to get some duplicates? Didn't we already see Bob Stanley? Maybe not. There's Jim Sundberg. It feels like they're sticking, but they're not sticking. It feels like they're sticking. But I've had this for a few days, and I kind of want to get through it. We are moving, so it's just like one life event after another event after another event. So just me being able to stay consistent with videos has been very tough, but I wanted to give you all something for the weekend to watch. If you feel quite so inclined, please go watch some of the older videos that I have up. They need some love. Not getting a whole lot of views. I know it's probably because we're not posting much. There's a Lloyd Mosby rookie card, I believe. I think that's a rookie for him. Yes, it is. That's not a terrible card either. There's Sixto. Tommy John. Most hits, most runs. Willie Wilson for the Royals. Bill Castro. Ron Davis. Jerry Koosman to finish out the first stack. But like I said, for 81 Fleer vending box, normally the top boxes, as you've seen, as we've done on here, they have been, the corners, just the way they're packaged, the corners offset in the Topps boxes, and especially if they're like BBC E-wrapped, it can get, you can buy a very expensive box to be very disappointed in the card condition when you get them. There are a lot of, there's Darrell Evans. The photos in 81 Fleer left a lot to be desired. Just a lot of just basic photography. That's probably one of the best ones in the set right there. Fleer was just getting in the game in baseball, and we're trying to put a product out. So I actually like the design of these, but there wasn't much in the photo department. Not looking much like Upper Deck from 89 for sure. And let's see, Al Holland with some sideburns. Alan Ashby. There's Bruce. Bruce pretty well centered. Put old Bruce over there. I know I keep flipping them over, but it's just because I don't know why. They just feel like they're sticking, but they're not. There's Dick Tidrow. There's Willie Stargell. That's not a bad little card. A little off center, but not bad. Vern Rule. Cliff Johnson. See, maybe we get one of the big rookies out of this deal before we're done today. I do not have a lot of 81 Fleers. And there's Griffey's dad right there. That's not a bad little card. Steve Howell. Bob Shirley. Don't call him Shirley. George Foster. There's Joe Morgan. Not terrible. Chuck Baker. That's going to finish out second stack. We still got a long way to go. We'll get through 500 cards. I'm kind of wondering about what that deal is with those cards being sideways. But maybe you know more than I do. Maybe that's regular for these. There's Templeton. Joe Nolan. I have opened some a little later in the year's Fleer vending boxes that I bought out of a collection, and they ended up not. I didn't film them. There's Phil Necro, but they I can't remember if they had anything extra sitting around in the box. Don't believe so. There's Gaylord Perry, Ron Jackson, Willie Wilson, pretty big star back in that time. From our Royals, Jim Spencer, Roger Erickson. We keep on moving. Hope everybody's been doing well. Haven't talked to y'all in a while, so I hope everything is going well for you. There's Jim Palmer. And once we get settled back in, we'll start cranking out some more videos for you. I've been buying, not that I don't have enough of this stuff anyway, but I've been buying and buying. So we got a lot of stuff to rip coming up. There's a Reardon, Lonnie Smith, Phil Garner. Going to finish off that stack. So yes, whenever I can settle back down and start really getting after it again, we've got some good stuff too. I see what's on the back, so I want to look at it so I don't ruin it. There's Pete Rose. Nice little Pete Rose there. Here we go. Golden Glove. I think these were later on in the... Oh, no, those are right in the middle of the set, actually. Gary Maddox, Tim Blackwell, Randy Jones. You can pick these boxes up for probably around sub $100 for sure delivered to you. Ray Knight, I think I paid $65 for this. There's Rick Roden, Junior Kennedy. Still haven't found any of the real biggies out of this. There's Charlie Leabright. He was going to pitch for my Royals. There's the most hits in the NL, Steve Garvey. Jeff Twitty? Don't remember that name. Ellis Valentine. There's Dale Murphy. That's not a bad card in the set, but Dale's a little off-centered there. Greg Reynolds. Reggie Smith. Can we get us one of the rookies? We still got a long way to go. There's Tommy Lasorda. Rick Monday. Pretty cool name. There's Steve Henderson. As we continue to drudge on through. Still got some pretty healthy. Oh, they're flipping over in the background. Billy Sample. Al Woods. Alfredo Martinez. Greg Nettles. Greg Pryor. And the quality of the cards are nice in this. Like I said, it's kind of if we would hit some decent cards, there's a chance we'd might have a good one in this one. Centering wise, they're not near as bad as what you can see out of some 81 Fleer wax packs. There's Yoel Washington, Rafael Ramirez, Darrell Jackson. And I am not, I do not know. I would assume, since if you buy 4, you get the 7. I'm assuming there is some sort of correlation to these. I'm not a big 81 Fleer person to put the effort in to knowing that or researching that for you. So, said you may know more than I do. You may even know what cards are coming out of this, but I do not. There's Tony La Russa, Hal McRae, double threat from the Royals. Oh, see a good one coming up. There's Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy, a little off center. Like all the good ones we're getting are a little heavy. There's the Blue Jays baseball checklist. Larry Herndon, Jeff Leonard, Tim Flannery, Dave Concepcion, and an Angels checklist. And I would say we're probably about halfway at this point. Let me get these up out of the way. There's Joe Necro, Phil's brother. Rodney Craig, Alfredo Griffin, Gary Lucas. Like I said, I might have to go back through some of these. I may be missing some of the rookies in this. So I know the big ones. I'm sure there's some other ones in here as well. There's Mario Soto. Been a while. Can't speak. There's Andre Dawson. That's a good card too. Man, everyone we get, that's a good one, is heavy to the right. Heavy to the right. Light on the left. Leon Durham, Dick Williams. There's Keith Hernandez. That'd have been early on. Oh, I guess say that, but really not. I thought that was earlier on in Keith's career. Gene Garber. There's Don Sutton. Mike Tyson. Doesn't look anything like the other Mike Tyson. Probably can't throw near as good of a punch either. There's Bill Russell. Bobby Bonds. Neil Allen. Larry Boa. Would have been bad. Tommy Boggs. Jay Johnstone. Elliot Maddox. Steve Carlton, pitcher of the year. Vita Blue. Joey Youngblood. Ron Reed. Terry Whitefield. J.R. Richard. There's a Red Sox checklist. Tom Brookins. Brewers checklist. Mark Wagner. Danny Ainge. That's a rookie for Danny Ainge. More noted for his basketball play in the 80s than baseball, but he did have a couple baseball cards. I believe 81, 82 was it for Danny as far as baseball cards go. Still got a little value to it. There's a Twins checklist. We just keep on thumbing along here. Billy Martin. Tigers checklist. Mike Davis. Like to see a Ricky in here too. There's Dickie Thon. Richie Zisk. Oh, I like this card. I had this card when I was a kid. I was so proud of this card. The triple threat Schmidt, Rose, and Boa card. That's actually a pretty nice one if I can get that little black mark off of it. Dwayne Murphy. Buddy Bell. Very nice pose by Jerry Garvin there. Pat Putnam. Roy Howell. Game saver Tug McGraw. Tim McGraw's dad. Dick Drago. I don't remember that name, but what a name. Dick Drago. There's Paul Molitor. One of the stars out there. Rick Smone. Ron Guidry. John Castino. And we will keep on moving on here with our 81 Fleer rack box. Bob Watson. But yeah, I'm happy with the quality of the cards for sure on this. There's Oscar Gamble. Dave Chalk. I would argue you get probably a better chance if you're into the things like grading to maybe snag some better centered cards out of this and better quality than you're going to get out of a wax pack from 81 Fleer. Because just like 81 Donruss, that can be a disaster of getting the same cards over and over, etc. There's Denny Martinez. Eddie Murray. Steve Kemp. Chet Lemon. There's the Yaz for 81. Marlins checklist. Dennis Who Loves Lamp. Jim Anderson. There's George Brett. I'll pass, but there's George Brett. Willie Hernandez. Lee Lacy. And a Mets checklist out of that stack. So we really kind of busting so far. We haven't got any of the three rookies Haven't got the Ricky Henderson, haven't got the Ryan, but, you know, we're not too invested in this deal, so it'll be okay if we don't get those today. I'd like to see one of them, though. It'd be nice. See, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to go back through some of these because they feel like they're sticking. And I just realized one was. Rodney Scott. Ooh, Jerry's got a bad print line there on his. Hey, there's the Kirk Gibson rookie right there. A little top to bottom, but, man, it's a nice little copy on the Gibson. I'll take that for sure. Alex Trevino, Joe Simpson, Joe Ferguson. There's Steve. Yeah, there is a gnat or something flying around out here, and it is driving me nuts. There's Jack Clark. So if you hear a big smack here in a minute, it's going to be me attacking this thing. Hey, there's the Nolan Ryan. Gosh, dang it. A little off-centered. Still heavy right to left on that one, but pretty clean copy. Man, what it is, the Gibson was straight. So, I mean, this is turning into a pretty good little box. So I wouldn't think it would have been searched, because you'd have definitely taken those out. A lot of anybody would be searching 81 Fleer vending boxes. Anyway, there's Dave Parker. But we're getting hits in here, so maybe that was just like the way they packaged them back then. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. We'll keep drudging along. There's a baseball checklist. Al Oliver, Dick Hauser, World's team. Ooh, man, look at the print line on that deal. John Grubb, there's the Goose. Pirates checklist. All those checklist cards are super square, nicely centered. Amos Otis, he played for the Royals. There's a Dodgers team card. Darrell Porter, Len Barker, Dennis Leonard, Al Bunbury. There's Amos Otis, series starter. There's John Wathan catching for my Royals. Tim Stoddard, Todd Cruz, Buck Martinez. There's Bo Diaz. Sammy Stewart with quite a unibrow going there. There's the Baines rookie right there. So, I mean, we're hitting just about everything. He's a little off-center, too. Oh, and look right behind him, the Ricky Henderson. So, this is turning into being a fantastic box. I mean, the quality of the cards is nice. Just can't get the stinking centering good on the star cards for some reason. There's Sparky, Jerry Turner, but, I mean, I cannot complain at all about this box. There's Jim Rice. And we are getting down to be a pretty good size handful, but it's going to do it for the box in this one. So we've gotten everything we kind of could hope for out of this one. Wayne Gross, Don Zimmer, Rod Carew card, Dan Ford, Mickey Rivers, Steve Carlton Golden Arm card, and Dresden Dusty Baker. There's Astros team card. Get my fat thumb out of the way. Mike Armstrong, Rick Camp. There's Mr. Baseball Reggie. That's a nicely centered one of those. Ron Say, you don't say. There's a Phillies team card. Mike Scioscia, that'd been, what, second year? So no, I think that is his rookie. Mike Scioscia's rookie. Terry Foster. Greg Swan. There's a Yaz 40 home run card. Looks pretty nice. Rick Sutcliffe. Bob Boone. So, yeah, I mean, it has been giving. There's another Tug McGraw. Might be the first duplicate we've seen. Willie McCovey. Seems like our luck is every star card is just not very well centered in this. But yeah, if you did get a couple, it could be candidates. If you wanted to see them in a slab, there's Billy Buckner. We're getting down to it. Scott Thompson, Omar Moreno, Art Howe, Ed Ott. There's Dave Winfield. So, about to finish this off. Johnny Bench, and he's a little bent up, a little faded too, I guess, from being on the end there. But Bench is going to be the last card we get, so I'm not disappointed in that. Not a bad little box. 81 Fleer vending box. I'll take a little longer look at some of these, and maybe you'll see one or two of these coming up in a PSA video later down the road. And I'll probably run back through these and I hate to use the term finger them, but go back through and make sure I didn't have anything sticking to each other either in this one. So been a while. Hope y'all are, like I said, doing well, and thanks for watching the video, and we'll get some more stuff out soon.